So I'm here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida at the Fort Lauderdale Beauty Show. Today we're going to talk about a redhead collection. I have three beautiful models, a blonde transformation to the red, I have the traditional red going into the red ombre, and I have the red faux hawk. It's absolutely fantastic. And my second lecture will be transforming these redheads into more of a fall red, incorporating more copper tones or some red violets, very vivid color. I can't wait for you to see my collection. They're beautiful, believable red. So I'm here at Salon Ratay, my salon here in Orlando, Florida, and what we're doing, we're prepping all three models for the Fort Lauderdale Beauty Show this weekend. It's going to be super exciting. We're doing a red collection. You can see the cabinets are all ready to rock and roll here. I'm in the midst of doing red on red shades with two of the models. The first one's already been finished. She's got a flame on the ends. Looks fantastic. Wait until you see during the applications, after the applications, and absolutely tomorrow in the classroom. So here I have my first model for my redhead collection down in the Fort Lauderdale Beauty Show. I want you to look at her retouch. She's a natural level 5, no gray hair. I used a Noah 6.46 with 20 volume through here. She was pre-lightened base breaker and barrel lights 20 volume blonde on blonde. We filled her with a Noah 6.40 and 10 volume. Processed it for 30 minutes. We cleansed, dried. Now I'm doing a shade on shade, different tones of reds, different lines of red. Here's our formula. We're alternating three different colors. We have in one foil 6.46 with 10 volume, same color that we did on her regrowth. The second formula, if you want to look at the cart, the second low light is 5.4 to Noah and 6.45 again with 10 volume. We're depositing only. Our third low light is Wella Color Touch. We did 7/3 and 7/43 with 1.9% hydrogen peroxide. Let's talk a little bit about a Noah. A Noah is ammonia-free hair color. So I traditionally do not deepen someone with permanent dye, but because they've removed the ammonia and it does not displace the lipids in the hair strand, the integrity of the hair strand is phenomenal. It feels great, so that's why I chose to do the Anoa for her low lighting on my blonde down to a vivid red. Her end result will be a strong level 6 with flecks of 5, 6, and 7 within. It's going to be a beautiful shade on shade. So here I'm selecting the hair. You can see I'm working the American Baliage Technique on a slight diagonal, taking very fine sections, working this color. This is the 6.46 with 10 volume, scalp to ends, sealing it up. Still work on a diagonal. I'm going to do a slice, a skip, and a slice. So you can see the color I'm going to leave in between. In between the foils I'm going to do a final shade. We'll talk about that shade once we get there. Again, taking the color all the way up to the touch. Saturate mid-lengths all the way to the end. Now I'm going to do the lighter of the three shades, which is 7/3 and 7/3 and 7/43 Wella Color Touch 1.9. The nice thing with this one is it's going because I used the 7/3. I needed a little bit of tan because you can see this is a non-believable hair color. I'm sure we all agree. So I need a little bit of tan in there. That's why I added the 7/3 with the 7/43, 1.9%. So we have very minimal gray hair on my lovely redhead model. You can see her application, nice saturation, a good inch to inch and a quarter down the shaft of the hair. I'm going to pull a red copper midway through the hair strand. What I'm going to do is create a red on red shade, almost a variation of the red ombre. So here's my Joico model that I used. Remember, her formula was 6 NR plus and 5 BCR. Look at the coverage, look at the vibrancy. It's nice. Right to here. Now what I'm doing is creating my red on red shades. And remember, we talked about her being in the ombre. You can do the ombre in many different forms. You can do a soft ombre to where it's like a level 5 to a level 8, or you can do an extreme ombre, a level 2 to a level 10. With my model Bridget here, I'm going to do a foundation of the 5, taking it up to about an 8, very, very strong, vivid copper/yellow. It's going to be gorgeous. I'm rotating, or I'm alternating 3 different, so I have 3 different formulas I'm alternating on my soft ombre American Baliage Technique that I'm using. My first formula would be Wella Color Touch 5.4 with 0.45 with 1.9%. My next low light formula is in Joico Chrome RC8 with RO. And my third formula is 8/43 with 0/34 in Wella Color Touch, again with 1.9% hydrogen peroxide. I am going to incorporate a little bit of lighter, brighter pieces right through the ends, and I'm going to use Joico High Lift Gold with 20 volume just to brighten those up a little bit, and I'll do a final glaze. Look at the technique. This is what you do. The bottom panel, I am alternating the darker two shades. I'm doing the 5.4 with the RC6, keeping it deep, dark, rich. Now I'm going to incorporate more of the copper tones in the top panel of the hair. Look where her hair is falling. It's the top layer of her haircut. This is where it's going to pop out, and you're going to see that vibrancy of the soft ombre. Here it would be the red again. Brush is on a diagonal. That's in my way. Just lightly kissed with the orange.
It's not blend. To me, it's like an orange line, a red line, orange line, and yellow line.
Yes, down.
I mean, that's what I'm.
And here's why: because when I go in and I saturate the red first,
right,
and then I take the orange. Yes, I'm going in a solid line, but then I go back in vertically and shatter the top right through here. Right. Just the teeth of it are hidden. These part here. And then the yellow, you saturate, and then you go. And her haircut is two different haircuts on one head. The bottom base is one haircut. Then the top panel is all cut on a round diagonal, following that way. It's caught up, fingers angled, and then you one cut it out. So you're leaving that flare. What does it need? What do you need to do? Do you need to create, or do you need to erase? And hers, I'm still trying to erase some of the lightness. Working in the form, saturating. And if we don't want to have all of the hair scalp to end and the foil to be darker, leave the ends out. It's always nicer to have the ends lighter and brighter. Very, very important to have perfect lighting, wall colors, shampoo bowls, everything to see what you're creating. If you have a blue bowl and you're creating, think about it, right? If you're creating a vivid color, that's reflecting off of it. You're not seeing the true tone of the hair color. White bowl, white lights, white walls, then you're really truly seeing what you're creating. So I've just finished 2 glasses. The first one was my hair color collection. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The second one was taking my hair color collection into the fall colors. I'm so happy you joined me. Please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, Sherry Ratay.